What is up? Welcome to Bleach Boys. Welcome back. We have the fabled Morita, voice actor of Ichigo, interview that we talked about last time. We are going to be covering in full. We have so much Bleach Soul Resonance news to continue to talk about. I'm still just so addicted to that game. Bleach Rebirth of Souls has popped back up. A new character maybe, and a computer case themed after Bleach Rebirth of Souls.
Interesting.
Crazy news. A Bleach character is getting a Tsume figure, which we love that company. We got a couple of questions from Klub Outside. Kubo comments on Bleach Soul Resonance, which is cool. And then I have some stats for you guys about how much Bleach Soul Resonance is made and a few questions from our very own Discord. So there's a lot to cover this episode. So let's just hop into it. I'm going to get a little stuff out of the way. Bleach Rebirth of Souls. The game that I just thought would be done by now. I talked about this on stream a little bit. I am still actively streaming Bleach Soul Resonance. I play through the story. The cutscenes are still not working. So just a heads up, still straight up broken. Guild Quest, still straight up broken. But make sure you guys follow us on our YouTube if you guys want to watch that. I am live streaming as much as I can while I play that game. But we're talking Bleach Rebirth of Souls, which is a game that I have no interest in playing, zero. And it has released its fourth character of the promised DLC 1,000 Year Blood War pack. So these were all also data mined almost instantly when the game came out. They found all of the images for the characters, so we knew exactly who they were going to be. So we've had Unohana, we've had 1,000 Year Blood War Ichigo, we've had Ichibei, and then Yuha. Those are the four that we've gotten. Yuha is the brand new one that's been announced. He's the final character that was ever promised for Bleach Rebirth of Souls of 1,000 Year Blood War.
Yeah.
Now, here comes my question. A lot of games, the reason why they still release them even though they're dead is that they promise this as part of a pre-order, or like a collector's edition or limited edition. Like, hey, buy the limited edition, you buy the DLC pack. So they're kind of obligated to fulfill those conditions, right? They're like, oh, buy it, you're going to get 4,000 Blood War characters. This is everything they've ever promised. Like, this is the last one. Will they continue to add characters to this game?
I don't think so, man.
So obviously
it depends. Do you think we can convince them to make the bounce?
No. So just some more counts for you guys. So I went and I Googled and I thought, if you guys don't know if there's a game that is on Steam, you can go to a website. It's called Steam Charts, and it'll tell you what the player base of the game is because it's tracked through Steam, like how many people are actively playing this game. So the 30-day average, player count is 100. Is how many are playing each day. So about 100 people in all of Steam are playing Bleach Rebirth of Souls, which obviously for fighting games, to give them credit, typically most of the players are not on the PC.
Yeah.
Most of them are going to come from the consoles, but still that doesn't bode well.
100 is a shockingly high number in my opinion.
Yeah. I really do think that this is going to be the last character. I think they will probably do a balance patch after this, because I think Yuha will come out. This is how all fighting games work. It'll come out. It'll be broken as fuck. Yuha will be the most broken character in the goddamn game. And then they will release a balance patch where they will get all of the characters to be like all equally mediocre. There might be a couple good ones. They'll all be equally mediocre. The game will stop. They won't do anymore. I would be absolutely shocked if they announced more characters for Bleach Rebirth of Souls.
God, I wish this game was at Evo.
They should have just made a Super Smash Bros. Ripoff.
Yeah, I mean, that's something to say, right? Like Super Smash Bros. Ripoff, just copy another game's formula, call it a day. They took a chance on it, which was cool. Tamsoft, I mean, we were hyping them up since the game has been announced. I just think the beginning of the game, it just floundered, right? Like there was just no competitive mode for ranked, like online, which is crazy.
You need that immediately.
Yeah, it has to. If it's a fighting game, there has to be some sort of progression to it. Now, as I've been playing Bleach Soul Resonance, a lot of people have been saying, like, Bleach Soul Resonance definitely adapts the story the best. Like, it's a fantastic adaptation of the story. But the one thing people, and I had multiple people say this, they love the little side stories that are in Bleach Rebirth of Souls. Like, there's a whole bunch of like filler episodes that are in Bleach Rebirth of Souls of like two characters playing on the PS5 together with someone going shopping. They said they love those, and as of now, Bleach Soul Resonance doesn't have any of that. So that's the one thing that they're like Bleach Rebirth of Souls really did well for the story. But the models in this game look so fucking good for Bleach Soul Resonance. The cutscenes and the voice acting when it works is just literally straight from the fucking show. So it's really, really, really good. I don't have anything else to say on Bleach Rebirth of Souls. Oh, I do have one more thing to comment on. Out of nowhere, a computer company in Japan is making a Bleach Rebirth of Souls computer case. So
have you purchased it?
I have. So, I own two My Hero Academia computer cases. One of All Might and Deku, another of Deku and Bakugo. And they're both awesome. They're both great cases, but they're tiny. So like now that video cards have gotten so ginormous, it's hard to use those cases. I have since retired those cases, so now I have them as like displays. I'm gonna just put them up on the set somewhere. I was like, how perfect would it be if I also get a Bleach one? It would be really, really cool. Now, here's the kicker. There's been 2 Bleach PC cases that have come out. One was it was just like a standard black one with a glass on the side, and then they put like the little holographic of Miuri in his sunshine outfit, and like the light, it would light up. So that one wasn't like really crazy. This one is like full graphicked out, like Rebirth their Souls graphicked out all the way around. They do not sell just the computer case. You have to buy a whole computer, and the cheapest one is about $1,200. So I won't be owning that computer case.
Are the parts good?
No, they're dog. So because it's a pre-built computer.
Sam, didn't you spend more than that in Japan on random merchandise?
Yeah, but random merchandise, mini Bleach items. This is singular Bleach item.
And some
Bleach items you have not displayed on the set yet.
And this is for Bleach Rebirth of Souls, which I don't really like that game. So I gotta draw the line somewhere.
I think that game would have been a 10 out of 10, even with all its flaws, if the characters just moved well.
Yeah, I agree. Because you also remember they had to do like a movement patch to make them faster. And then like when it first came out, everybody was moving so slow.
You guys said it looked like a Segway coming at you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When you do the dash, it's slow.
It feels so weird. I feel like if it just literally just copy and paste Bleach skins onto Soul Calibur, I'd be happy.
I agree with that. I like Soul Calibur. Well, let's talk about a much more successful game, which is Bleach Soul Resonance. And I'm going to praise them over and over because I am loving this game still. I just really wish the Guild Quest would work, and I really wish that the voice acting would work. That'd be really cool. But the game is not even, I think it's been out for 10 days now. It's been out. They have made $8.3 million in just 10 days on this game. And this is not counting any of like the web store, like where you purchase it off the app store, like in their own little ecosystem. This is just off app stores all around the world. They made $8.3 million.
Damn.
Which is really good. Now, in the world of mobile games, there are heavy hitters everywhere. So like an example, I have a list of competitors here. So in the first 10 days, if we compare it to other mobile games on the market, so like an example, let's go Fate Grand Order. We know somebody that loves Fate Grand Order here.
I wonder who it could be.
Yeah, the guys in Discord.
They've made $13 million. Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, $12 million.
Jesus.
Some of these, so here's
I have
one.
friends to still play that game.
Infinity Nikki, $9 million. So it's really good. It's up there, and I think in the rankings it ranks at number 19 out of all of the mobile games.
That's not
which
bad.
Out of all
That's
of the
not bad.
mobile games is really, really, really good.
That's a saturated market.
So Kubo actually commented on Bleach Soul Resonance, and he just simple comment. He said the Bleach Soul Resonance game that recently launched outside of Japan seems to be getting a great reception, and it looks like they even put up an ad in Times Square because of how well it's doing. So if you got a friend in the US, let them know.
Hey.
And that's what I have this picture of right behind us. It is the ad in Times Square. Really cool. Really, really, really cool. I cannot praise how well. So today you can watch. I started using Yachiru. I have had her unlocked forever. She's really fucking cool how they did Yachiru. So Yachiru, she's like a support character. She just comes in and helps. So she would be along the lines of like, I don't know if I'd put her next to like a Rukia where she can come in and help, or more like an Orihime where she's like quite literally a support character. But the goal with Yachiru, you send her in, you do one of her special attacks. So like it could be her ultimate, it could be her regular. You pop her little special. Then when you pop her special, you have about a few seconds to swap her out. Then when you swap her out, she will stay in and watch you from like the sides, like she does with Kenpachi. Yeah. So she'll just like squat down and like watch you and like cheer you on. And so as you're doing moves, she will like come forward and like cheer for you, like, yeah, and like give you boosts and like more attack power and stuff like that. And then I unlocked a stamp, which is like their power up cards. I unlocked a stamp that now when she's spectating, if she gets her ultimate, so when she gains ultimate charge, like every 15 seconds or whatever, she slowly gains it. And then if you pop her ultimate, she no longer swaps out. So like she'll stay spectating, pop her ultimate while spectating, so you still get all of the bonuses and raise everybody's critical attack chances.
Oh, that's sick.
So she's really fucking cool how they've done, like they've incorporated her kind of character play style. It's awesome.
They did that with Uryu too, right?
With who?
Like Uryu, because he comes in and shoots his bows as
So
support,
Uryu
right?
is similar more to Rukia, where they have like a I forget what it's called, like a support attack is what it's called. Yachiru by default does not have one of those. Like you won't see it on the
I
side
see,
of your screen there. Only unlockable via a card, so you can always activate people's ultimates when they get them in. They're not your main characters, but they'll swap in and they'll do it.
Sick.
So with a stamp, it makes so Yachiru never swaps in, and she'll just use it. So she's almost like an additional little attack now. It's awesome.
Okay, so that explains what I saw earlier when I tuned into your stream. Is Ichigo is swinging, and then there's Rukia, and then all of a sudden Yachiru comes out of nowhere and just ends the problem.
We were mollywopping everybody. We were mollywopping everybody that stream. I was like, it felt like I was playing Jujutsu Kaisen and we were jumping people all the time. And it felt really good because even I was talking to some of the people. So I have since learned that like stamps, and you can get, I think they're also called stamps, but there's like these shards. Each character you can equip 4 shards to, and they have special effects that will unlock for the characters. And if you get dupes in the game, each dupe gives you like a new ability, which is crazy.
Okay.
So like an example, like one of the dupes for, I think it was Urahara. I think I don't have 2 dupes. It was a stamp for Urahara. Well, now when he like shoots like a Benihime slash, he'll shoot 2 at a time instead of 1. So like effectively like doubling the damage. And I'm like, okay, that's crazy. Speaking of, I've unlocked Urahara. I've unlocked Byakuya. Both my 2 that I wanted probably the most. So I have both of them. Let's talk about leaked characters. Let's hop right into leaked characters.
Leaks.
So we already
How do these leaks come to us, Sam?
So we already know officially, this was announced from Bilibili, which is like the Chinese company. They are bringing out, we already knew Toshiro. Toshiro, literally, you load up the game, it'll show you the little like calendar. Toshiro's coming this day. Here he comes. They officially announced that they are releasing a Gin, Aizen, and Rengiku.
Okay.
The Gin and Aizen are going to be SSRs, which are like the highest rare in the game. And then it looks like the Rengiku is going to be an SR.
Okay.
We don't know much information aside from that. Everybody's kind of predicting that obviously Gin is going to be, I think it's called a, I want to say thrust. A thrust type character. And Aizen's going to be similar to Urahara, which is a technical character where like they have technical skills and they'll come in and help you. And then Toshiro is going to be all damaged.
Okay.
All deeps. I think that one we know already. So they're kind of expecting once Toshiro comes out, Toshiro's obviously going to be the newest damage dealing character, so it's going to be broken as shit. And then you're going to want Toshiro, you're going to want Aizen, and then you're probably going to want to run like a Rukia or Yachiru or something like that. So those we know confirmed are happening. The types of characters for anybody outside Toshiro we're not 100% on. It's just all, it's all speculation. So the Bleach Soul Resonance France Twitter is like the best Twitter I've ever seen, by the way, for Bleach Soul Resonance. They are all over the game. All over it. And they have data mined some of the characters that are in the game already. And they said, obviously, take this with a grain of salt. This is just based on the research of the game's database that they have access to. The profile pictures that they provided could change. The character releases could change. They could not release them at all. And these are going to be very obvious characters. So obviously, none of this is going to be shocking. But they have for the slash type, which is like your DPS type, is going to be Vassal Lord Ichigo is going to be a character. Kenpachi, Nell, Okiura. Then they have for your spirit type, which is what Rukia is. They put Toshiro. They have Momo, who's going to be an SR. And then they have Aizen. Ooh. And then for your thrust characters, they have Gin, Rengiku. We know those are for sure. And then Grimjo. It's going to be a thrust character. And then for Strike is going to be Soifon, Mayuri, and then Ganju. And for Ganju, they put like a question mark if Ganju is going to be free or if you're going to summon for it.
Yeah.
I assume kind of Ganju is going to be free because nobody's going to summon for it. So that's like an easy like pity one. Like, here you go, enjoy. In the story,
I feel like I just can't get excited over any of these characters until we start getting weird variants.
Yeah,
like
but I feel like this is a little bit different compared to like Bleach Brave Souls, where the weird variant stuff like that, you'd be like, okay, that's cool. That's awesome. Here, because I feel like it's a game you actually play with skills and stuff like that, and they all have their own techniques and you swap them in. I'm very excited for all of these characters. I think they're gonna be fucking awesome. Obviously, asterisk, not excited for Momo and Rengiku. Sorry. But all the other characters are gonna be awesome. Yeah, Grimjo will be cool. No. Gin looks really. They have videos of Gin and Aizen and like how they play. It looks fucking awesome. It looks really, really, really cool.
Is it gonna be Gin before releasing Bankai?
So it looks like Gin releasing Bankai because a lot of his moves are during that fight between him and Aizen.
Okay, that's
so. I think he'll release Bankai. Now, Vassalordi Ichigo's gonna be fucking insane.
He's
You
gonna
already
be
know
OP
it's
as
gonna be
fuck.
nutty. Ulquiorra will be nutty as well. That'll be so cool. They just do such a good job with all the characters. I'm just excited to see all of them. Yeah.
So I want to take. Let's take a bet between Aizen or Vassalordi Ichigo. Who gets patched first?
Ichigo.
So, well, I think Aizen. Well, see, it's hard because I think like Vassalordi Ichigo is gonna be straight damage,
Yep.
straight deeps, you know. So like, it's very easy to go overboard and be like, all right, we need to dial that back a little bit, you know. Meanwhile, Aizen is also coming out first, so we know Aizen is confirmed. So Aizen has a high chance also.
Well, I guess let me rephrase that. What character is going to be nerfed the fastest prior to like when they come out?
I think the first patch that we'll probably see will probably be because of Aizen.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because the most broken character in Fate Grand Order is a character you don't attack with. It's just a buff.
Interesting.
And that character has been broken for like 3 years in like the American server and like 5 in Japan. They still can't beat it.
Okay,
Too good.
interesting. What else? For Bleach Soul Resonance, I played all kinds of things. I've unlocked the ability to do like their co-op campaign. It's not like campaign of the story, but like I guess it's some weird like you can use guild quest buffs to play in it also, which is nice if the guild quest would ever come back online. And you basically fight against Mayuri's Bankai, and you're trapped into like a hallway where like Uryu fucking shot it in the mouth, where you have both of the walls on both sides, and you're just fighting this giant Bankai. So like you're attacking like its fucking feet, like its fingers and shit on the ground, and then like it'll do an attack. It'll do like a poison spray and it'll spray the whole area and you gotta dodge it. It'll charge it, you gotta move to the sides. And it picked me up and it fucking ate me. I was like, I didn't really know what I was doing, and it's not active yet. They're doing training right now is what they're doing. It's gonna be active, I think, in a day. And they're like, oh, like come do your training. And so I was doing training and I invited people to come play with me and we were playing. And so you all face it alone. You don't ever see the other person.
Oh, okay.
So you're all in like your own little thing facing it alone. And so I was doing good. I was like, yeah, you know, no problem. Like he's hitting like a rock. It's fucking me up. But then I was doing well, dodge. And then I saw his hands, and normally like it'll grow red. It'll glow red if it's attacking. It'll glow purple if you can counter it. It wasn't doing anything, and his hands were just like slowly coming in, and I was dodging. You know, I was spamming the dodge button. It just fucking grabbed me, took me up, and it ate me and killed my character instantly. I was like, all right, yeah.
So don't get
Get
grabbed.
eaten.
I said, don't know how to dodge that one, but that's cool, I guess. So that mode was really cool. I unlocked another co-op mode where you can invite people and you fight bosses. So like I invited Tribarule, he came to play with me, and then we had another random that was playing with us, and we were fighting against Urahara. So like you kind of can replay the boss fights that you've had in the main story and replay them like friends. And they like it's also
like
another kind of, but it's also you don't see them ever.
Oh, I see.
So like they help with the HP and you can see them chunking the HP, but you never see them. We had one random guy, like I MVP'd the first one we played. I'm the best. And then the second one we had this guy join up, and he like I finished the game with 60,000 damage. He in that same time did 320,000 damage. Like I don't know what he was doing over there. I don't know what he was doing over there. But maybe he's cheating already. I hate to say it, but like that was crazy. What else have I unlocked? I've played through more of the story. I played against Renji. I've done Kenpachi's fight. I just did the fight. So I got to actually play as Ganju in the story.
Oh, sick.
And when Ganju's sneaking with Hanataro to try to get to where Rukia is. And so you just play as Ganju, and just like if you get close to another like Soul Reaper, you just throw a smoke bomb at them and you just sneak on by. That's all you're doing.
Oh, no.
There's
Smoke bombs.
There's stealth mechanics in this game.
These they changed, and then like you play as Ichigo. So like after that, like Byakuya shows up, and then you switch players and you play as Ichigo. They changed the whole camera. So like at one point they make me doing like I'm a side scroller, and like I'm running along the sides of the buildings in the Seirite, jumping up to where they are.
That's sick.
Yeah, they do really cool like little off the beaten path. There was another one where it's like, oh, you're in the sewers. To progress further, you need to seal the sewer pipes. They're loading in water, and you have to counter like the sewer pipes shooting at you to shoot into the other. They have like all kinds of weird little mini games in it. Someone was telling me in one of the alpha tests, they had a mini game where like Orihime cooks for you.
Oh, I love that.
So it sounds like they have a lot of like really funny little games in there that you can unlock. It's just they're rotating them in and out.
So in
like
the
that a lot.
cooking mini game, are you cooking, or are you like you have to counter your gag reflex to stop from vomiting?
It's gonna be like the classic scam game, like the peanut game. You're gonna watch her cook and you have to guess which one's not gonna make you sick.
Ooh.
Orihime, so it's all of it.
So it's cool. I'm still having a very good time. Someone did come in the chat and was like, "Oh yeah, I finished all of it already." He's like, "I ain't got no fucking resources anymore." I was like, "Ooh."
Damn.
I said, "I hope that's not the case. We'll see." It only goes to chapter 8, and I kept trying to ask people like, "How far does that go? Like, where does that end? Like, what is chapter 8?" Chapter 8 means nothing to me. From what I can tell, like you can go over to the hard mode of the versions, and they kind of show you like what the boss is of that one. It's Loopy, so it might be when Loopy comes.
So. Arrancar arc then.
Yeah, like the beginning of it, which would make sense why they haven't like unlocked like Vassal Lord Ichigo or like Ulquiorra yet. That's kind of stopped there. Definitely goes all the way through Soul Society Rescue arc, like 110%, and then it goes a little bit into the Arrancar arc, which is cool.
But no Bount arc?
I know,
man.
Shocker. So the Bounts never get any love or justice around here, but what can you expect? Maybe once they run out all the characters. But then they'll start doing the Christmas Burn the Witch units, and we'll never escape that cycle. It'll just go everywhere.
Although it is a cute unit.
It's disgusting. I hate Burn the Witch.
I was going through some of my BBS characters earlier and just thinking how bullshit it was that we have like 8 different versions of Captain Omagai and Princess Richiyo or whatever her is, and we don't have a single Karya.
Yep. It is bullshit. Amen.
And aren't there like 2 Magotos?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. All right. Well, that's all my Bleach Soul Resonance talk. I'm not going to take up the whole podcast for that like I did last time, but I am still really, really liking it. And if you want to add me, you can watch the stream. I put my friend code in there. You can add me on the game.
Yay.
And then once the guild quest comes available,
putting his friend code up right now.
Boom. And then once the game re-releases guild, you can join my guild.
There you go.
And we'll all be there. It'll be a good time. Hap's playing it. Hap's back around. Hap's really liking it. Everybody so far is giving very positive reviews of the game. Very positive.
I just embarrassed Renji. That's as far as I got.
That's good. That's good.
So unfortunately for me, I saw good news, so I have to ask Sam. So how's BBS going for you?
So I mean, luckily, I have kind of taken my foot off the pedal. That is BBS. I wasted all my orbs trying to summon for that stupid bitch ass Nanao. Didn't get her
again. I thought
it's gone. It's gone. I'm just recapping. It's gone. There's still a chance to summon for the new Aizen, but I have the new Bambietta, so I'm not quite sure I'm going to spend anything on there. The Burn the Witch Christmas banner is officially out, by the way. You can summon for them now. The first step is not free, by the way, if anybody's trying to get any free summons. It is 150 first step. And then the banner, again, is just filled with all of the Burn the Witch characters, which I don't fucking want any of them. So, probably a pass for me. I'm not going to spend any money on that. If memory serves, which let this be a warning to all you BBS players out there, the 2 big times for Bleach Brave Souls is like, I don't know, June, July or something like that, and then the New Year. Like those are the big, because I think June, July is the anniversary, and then they go hard for New Year's. So if you don't want to summon for Burn the Witch like myself, I highly recommend just start saving all your shit. Start saving all of your shit right now. New Year's, if you've missed a unit that you really wanted, they typically bring back a lot of the best units throughout the year. How they decide that I think 2 anniversaries ago, they did a poll. And then after that, I think they just yeeted. So who knows if they're going to do what we actually want. But save your orbs. They typically have all kinds of like bonuses and cheaper summons and things like that. So start saving for the New Year's. Don't summon for the Burn the Witch. And I'm not just saying that because I don't want them to have any more Burn the Witch banners, but I'm saying that for your well-being.
Well, I thought I saw you maxed out your guild quest.
If you want me to talk about that, Pythes.
Oh no.
I sure do.
Last week.
Seems like you styled on somebody.
I wasn't even really playing hard. I loaded up and I played the first guild quest, and I did it one time. I only played one guild quest. Normally I do multiple runs. I only played it one. I finished it. Boom. And then I was playing Bleach Soul Resonance, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta get my free orbs from doing the guild quest, because they give you like quite a bit of orbs for getting a good score on guild quest now. And I was like, I loaded up. I don't have like the best setup. I played as like the new Vassal Lord Ichigo, and I had a couple supports, and I was like, that's okay. That's what I used last time. I'm just gonna run it with the same ones. Did it. Look at the guild quest ranks. Like, I'm ready to be disappointed. Number one.
There you go.
I didn't even try.
Oh, no.
So I didn't even. And so I went straight to Discord. I'm like, yeah, like I said, it's really weird. I loaded up the guild quest and I saw I was number 1. It's like, did nobody try? Nobody try this week?
Crazy.
So it was the week that Bleach Soul Resonance launched. So maybe everybody was distracted.
Everyone was busy. Yeah.
But get fucked. This week,
did you screenshot?
Oh, Jose, the screenshot's in Discord already. It's already good to go. This week, I guess they went back to their old K-Lab ways and like air quotes, shadow buffed the guild quest. So this week's guild quest is really fucking hard is what I've seen everybody doing. So everybody has kind of been going like, that's fine with me. I'm going to go play Bleach fucking Soul Resonance. Like, get fucked, K-Lab. Because, like, I guess they made this week really hard. Like, really, really hard. So everybody's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to go play the other game.
You're like, fuck
so,
this.
Doesn't work out well for them. I've not even played this week, so I have not got to see that myself, but that is what I have heard.
I just saw that you got number 1, and I was very proud of you.
Yep.
I gave you a little slow clap, and I was like, can't wait for Sam to talk about this.
Best in the biz.
I love hearing you crash out, but I also like it when you win.
Thank you.
It makes the wins
Thank
even
you.
sweeter, right?
Yeah. Yep.
That's
Okay.
how Dark Souls works.
Well, I guess let's talk about the new Tsume art. It's a statue, it's a 1/4 scale figure is what's
That's
coming
huge.
out. And it is of Shunsui with his Zanpakuto behind him after he does
Yo.
Bankai. And
That's
she's kind of like hanging
sick.
off of his shoulder. Really, really cool. I am I going to get it? No.
Yes?
No.
Why not?
Because it's Shunsui? No.
Ah.
Come on. Like, that's crazy. Although he's cool in Thousand Year Blower, he could get fucked. I'm not spending money on that. Yeah, I like Tsume a lot. You know, if they come back to Anime Expo, catch me when my wallet's loose.
How do you spell Tsume?
Tsume.
Oh.
So if they catch me in the right time, right place, I might do it. But as of right now, I'm not going to do
This story
it.
may have been told already once before, but our first time going to anime, was it our first time?
Maybe second time.
Maybe the second time going to Anime Expo. Danny picked us up. We all went, and that's where we discovered that if you like something, you buy it immediately.
Mhm, correct.
And Sam was considering buying, just maybe not just one, not just two, but 3 of the Hokages.
Well, as a young lad, a broke lad. Oh, and I actually have news to report. The Shunsui statue is already sold out.
No.
So
I mean,
Yeah, I'm looking at it. This thing looks awesome.
just for reference, it was 832 pounds.
Jesus Christ.
So
that's almost
that typically is more than the dollar. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
guess that's probably $9.50, something like that. Let's see here.
If I had the money, I'd do it. 100%. A statue looks sick.
If I press the thing, it is 967 USD. So almost with taxes, $1,000. Oh, can I also just really quickly point out, just in case anybody's keeping track, anybody's pocket watching out there, I have previously told on this podcast many times that I am the proud owner of the Figurama Vassal Lorde versus Okiura, the big ass statue.
Yes.
That's supposed to come in. And my last report, which you guys have probably forgotten, is I was supposed to receive it in June.
Mm-hmm.
Is when I was supposed to receive it. And you might notice it's June and I don't have it. I haven't displayed it here
They didn't say
on the set.
which June.
So I've emailed them. I've emailed them a couple times now, and just like, hey, like just checking, And they're a legit company, so I'm not concerned in the slightest, and I can have a good guess for why this is happening. And they're like, oh, we're so sorry, it's gonna come out in November now. November went by, didn't get it. Hey, just checking. Oh, we're so sorry. January is gonna come out.
All right.
So I just
You're
left
never
it.
getting that figure.
They're gonna send you a scarf.
Yeah. It's starting to look not great. And
Have you considered getting a refund?
well, it might be that time. I don't know, but like, I think they're legit. I think it's good. I haven't started raging yet because I'm a patient man. I'm happy to
Very
be
patient.
an owner.
I don't. Jose, is he patient in real life?
100%.
I'm a patient man.
Really?
Okay, you don't
Okay,
you
good
don't
to know.
understand. You don't understand the shit that he puts up with, specifically when it's me. Sometimes I can get a little loose. Same with Danny.
Yeah, I'm a patient. Same with my wife. Saying I'm a patient man, but I also know like when to cut my losses. Like I hate teaching people things. By the way, hate it. I don't own that. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to teach people things. Sorry, I'm out.
Okay, so no kids in the future.
Yeah, that's gonna be a toughie because I'm gonna get frustrated very quickly. We were watching. Damn.
Daddy, teach me how to ride a bike. Fuck you, son.
I was watching. We're in the middle of watching Naruto with my wife.
How's
We
that
watched a
going?
few more
Yeah?
episodes. So Zabuza is there and fucking up the kids. He has Kakashi trapped inside of the water little bubble. Naruto just did his little shuriken substitution jutsu with Sasuke and threw it around the
That
side.
was a sick move, by the way.
Yeah, it was awesome. She enjoyed that a lot. We literally, the episode ends, so they're already going hard on the recaps, by the way. So like on, we're watching on Netflix, you press skip intro, 4 minutes goes by instantly there because you skip the intro and all the recap there. Yeah. And then the episode ends also 4 minutes early. So you're only getting like 15 minutes of an episode. It fucking flies by. I forget what the fuck it was. Oh, she started asking me questions about like, are all Mist ninjas bad? I thought all the ninjas were friends. Why are the ninjas? I'm like I said it's gonna be
just wait.
I said that's gonna be explained later. Like they just got done explaining like there's 5 nations and like here's how it works, and they haven't even got into the politics or anything yet. She immediately wants to know the inner world politics that work behind the scenes. And I'm like, of course, that's gonna come later.
Also, she's in.
Yeah. I'm like, now. That's gonna come later. Like, please. And then Kakashi showed his Sharingan. Wait, isn't that for bad guys? Why does he have that? Is he a bad guy? I'm like, just watch the show. Like, watch the show. Why is Sasuke mad about that? Well, just watch the show. Like, it's going to get there. Like,
okay, what was her reaction to 1,000 Years of Pain?
She thought it was funny. Yeah, she thought it was funny.
Good.
She thought it was good. She is already on the train, and I don't know. I don't know if the train will ever be put back onto the correct rails. She's already on the she hates Sakura train. Like she's deep.
She's correct.
She's correct.
She's correct to do so. I hate Sakura.
She's like deep onto that train of like, because in this first fight with Zabuza, like Sakura is just like, she, as of right now, she literally stands there and does nothing.
Yep.
Like, and she stands there and protects the old man. And then at one point, everybody goes to attack him. Sakura is now behind the old man, hiding behind him. She's like, my wife is like pocket watching Sakura, and she's pissed. She's like she's not doing anything. She's just yelling. She's the most annoying character I've ever seen. She already is on board loving Kakashi though. And like the way Kakashi acts in the beginning is not even nearly as cool as he acts later in the series. Nope. So like Kakashi right now is still kind of like much more of like a goofball, and like you kind of don't really know if you like him yet, if he's a scumbag. They started talking about the copy ninja. I have a question. Jose, probably this is to you guys, maybe anybody in the comments if you guys can answer that. Does Sasuke copy anybody's jutsu when he has the Sharingan?
Yeah, he copies Rock Lee's ability.
Okay,
yeah,
yes,
say,
yes,
yeah,
okay. Is that the only time that he does that? Like, what about in Shippuden? Does he copy anybody's ability, or is he beyond that at that point?
I think he mimics someone, but I don't remember who it was.
Okay, interesting. When they first introduced the Sharingan, and like Zabuza's talking about his bingo book and like how he has information on the copy ninja of the leaf, and he has the Sharingan, and then Sasuke is the one that explains the Sharingan, and Sasuke is quite literally like, they basically say, like, not only can the wielder of it see like all of the different jutsus and see through it, but its main purpose is to copy jutsus. Mm-hmm. Like, that's what Sasuke says. I was like, is it though? It is, and I understand he's a kid, and so that's probably like just what he's picked up as he's gone by. But I'm like,
nah, you're overthinking it, Sam. It was originally supposed to be the copy technique. Then Kishimoto was like, but what if it could do literally everything else?
Just wait till it levels up.
The fact that it can create fire that can't be put out, a crazy illusion, it can create a ghost suit of armor, it can teleport you. That's bullshit that got made up later.
So he kind of, which I thought when I watched it, I was like thinking in my head, I was like, all right, fair play to Kishimoto for this line right here, because he said something about like, like it can copy any jutsu, and then Sasuke says something along the lines, and it can do ... and then you never pick up what goes from that. So I'm like, all right, fair play, keeping the door open to Kishimoto. Like he closed it a little bit, then he's like, I stuck his foot in the door. Like, we're gonna leave that opening for anything else. And then he basically walks back up and kicks the door wide open and just lets it do everything.
That scene is so hype because it doesn't just tell you what the Sharingan can do. It is immediately followed by like Kakashi styling on Zabuza hard as fuck with his own powers.
Yup.
Yeah, and then Kakashi's kind of dumb. Like, he gets kicked away, and he falls into the lake that they're fighting right next to, and then he gets up and he's like, man, this water's really heavy. And then Zabuza shows up. He's like, yeah, because I'm gonna fucking imprison you in it. Like, I put it there. Like, get fucked. And then imprisons them. And Kakashi thinks to himself, he's like, damn, jumping in the water to get away was not a good idea. Like, no shit. No shit-o. Like, sorry. And then he keeps telling all the kids to run away. And then, of course, so my wife, like, all the kids, he kept going, run. Like, take him and run. Like, he can't leave me, so just take him and run. Go away. And my wife was like, why would the kids that you've taught to disobey rules run?
Your wife is perceptive.
I was like, all right, fair play.
So let's play a little Naruto based game.
Sure.
I want to go back on the Sakura thing. What does she do in part 1?
Cuts her hair.
Let me really think on this one.
Okay. She cuts her hair. What does she accomplish by cutting her hair?
She gets beat.
Yeah.
I remember the
she-
sound ninja chick is just punching her, or what? The other guy, with the wind tunnels in his hands.
I think his name is Zaku or something.
Yes, he's the Gundam Zaku's. She fights Ino.
And doesn't win.
No, they both knock each other out, right?
Yeah. And then
That's-
she does nothing during the invasion.
That's
but
when my
I think
wife
she wakes up.
hated Sakura.
Wait.
Oh, really?
She's like,
She wakes up Naruto during the invasion.
Okay, there you
Does
go.
she? Oh,
There
you're
you go.
right. She does wake him up in the invasion.
Other than that, she does nothing.
She becomes Tsunade's pupil, maybe.
Yeah, but that's Shippuden, so it doesn't count.
Okay, never mind then.
All right, I'll let you know what her opinion of Sakura is when she gets to fight Ino. So,
Oh, she's gonna hate that fight.
Oh, that's good. No, I want to know what happens when she fights the sound ninjas. She's
Yeah.
gonna hate her so much.
I'll keep you updated on the hate level of Sakura that we're
Ooh.
having.
The whole, she's just she simps so hard.
Mm-hmm.
So hard for a character that could not be asked to give her the time of day.
Yep. All right.
I still love Naruto, by the way.
Let's
I'm
get
shitting
on to
on
this
it, but we
Morita interview before we just forget and never cover it again. So we have a few questions from Morita. Some of them are quality and interesting, especially the way you look at somebody who's played as Ichigo for so long. Some of that is really, really cool. Other of it, it's just like food for thought. It's just cool to hear what Morita has to say, obviously, for being so in tune with Bleach. So let's start from the top here. These translations come from our good friend on Twitter. His name's Ochia, as we said, we're going to call him that. So the very first one is, in the upcoming 2026 Bleach season, you voiced Ichigo since the start. Any memorable moments? Morita says that his Bankai shot was so loud that it actually broke the mixer 3 times, and they had to reboot the whole machine each time.
That's so cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what scene is he going to be doing that in?
I mean, True Shikai Getsuga, maybe like, is his final attack against Yohaba, does he scream Getsuga at that point?
I think he does. He's swinging it as he screams.
Yeah, he's definitely swinging something. But if that's a Getsuga at the very end, that's gonna be it. Like he's gonna go crazy.
They just have a pile of mixers just waiting for him.
Yeah. Which is crazy because I always think of obviously he doesn't do it as much, but I always think of back in the day like Linkin Park with Chester when he blew out his lungs. I was like, ooh, that always makes me think of that.
Like the vocal cords all knotted and stuff.
I mean, I remember hearing stories at conventions of Eric Vale passing out in the booth from screaming so loud in Dragon Ball.
Damn.
I think that happened to Sean Schimmel too.
Okay. Next question. So they want to know what drives Ichigo. And so Morita says that the death of his mother is his core motivation. No matter the scene, I always keep that loss in mind when voicing him. It's what makes Ichigo Ichigo.
That's very true. He's all about his homies and taking care of them.
Mm-hmm. Totally. And it's really astute. Even for the voice actor of Ichigo, I always wonder how close to the characters they are because obviously they voice them. But I think if I voiced a character, I'd voice them. I'd go home. I wouldn't think anything else about it. I'd call it a day.
It's you gotta act and kind of get into their mindset a little bit.
Yeah, and I like that he's able to pick up. Really, you go back to because obviously we went back to 1000 Blood War, right? It started with the death of his mother, and kind of talking about that with Grand Fisher was a big turning point for him. And then in 1000 Blood War, we went back again, and we saw how it really happened. So it is a big driving point for Ichigo, and I think obviously that is, like you said, he always wants to look after his homies. He doesn't want to lose anybody again.
Yep.
Right? That's a big part of him.
I've just had a thought. Does Ichigo ever learn that A, the Eshwalin is the thing that kills his mom, and B, that was Yuha's fault?
I think it is pretty much alluded to that that was told to him from Ishin, right? During everything but the rain.
Yes.
Because
that's when they sit down and
Ishin
talk.
is the one that's sitting down talking to him and telling him that whole story. So I would assume that is Ishin kind of is yeah, so this is kind of what we think happened. Talk with my homie Ryukin. Think this is it.
Because did you guys watch Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
Yes.
I'm just thinking of when what's his name, Ego's yeah, I had to put the tumor in your mom, and then Star-Lord goes crazy and starts punching him.
Yeah, he gets the what?
Yep.
I want that scene, but with Ichigo.
That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. I would love to rip that scene and put it right in there.
Oh my god, it's just Starlord gets dunked on. Then his
Yeah.
girl gets thrown off the cliff.
That shit was funny though.
That's crazy.
Next question. Do you have any Ichigo scenes that left a strong impression on you? And Morita goes, yes. The most memorable scene for me is the very beginning of the story when Ichigo stands in the rain before his mother Masaki's grave and says, I want to become stronger. He says an important moment where he expresses the core of his motivations. Rain itself is a crucial symbol in Bleach. Whenever it falls, Ichigo remembers his mother and the fact that he couldn't protect her. His entire story begins from that feeling. I want to protect the people around me with my own hands.
Dang. Was it raining in Soul Society when Byakuya asked to protect Soul Society?
Yeah.
Mm.
Totally was.
Yeah.
That's when Ichigo looks sick because he's like so angry.
He's got the aura coming out,
steaming off
man.
him.
The steaming aura.
Yep. Which is
I
good
gotta
point.
read
Also,
that.
that is like also when he thinks he's losing Byakuya, it's also raining.
Yep.
And he's like, fuck. He's like, I hate the fucking rain.
Yep.
Which also goes back to Inside, where like Zangetsu is like, I hate the rain,
Yup.
Ichigo.
You know why I hate the rain, Ichigo.
Yeah.
When you're sad, the world here floods.
Man, what kind of shitty existence does that have to be for you're being made from someone's soul, and when they're upset, you're like, well, I don't even have an umbrella.
But he's got a cool coat.
Yeah.
And then when he has to learn the final Getsuga, they're underwater.
Yeah.
Yep. And so he just has to learn to exist to just be wet. Like, sorry, it is what it is. Like, that sucks.
I'd hate that.
I feel like Ichigo in his adult life would just turn into like a cat. If it's raining, it's like, I'm not coming out today.
Yep.
Sorry.
Think happy thoughts, Ichigo.
He's
Next,
got Miss Sunshine in there, though.
True. Very true. Next question. How does Morita-san see Ichigo? So Morita says, Ichigo is really hard to understand. Even after 20 plus years, his thinking is complex, always several steps ahead. So when he acts suddenly, everyone is confused, but for him, it's just natural foresight. He really shows thoughts or emotions on his face, even when I guess this is probably it. I have to find out, oh, that's not right.
It's kind of a fun answer.
Yeah, it's good. But I feel like, I mean, from what I've read so far, Morita understands Ichigo quite a bit. Like,
Quite well, yeah.
yeah, he's very also well spoken about it. Like if somebody asked me these questions, it was like, what do you think drives Ichigo? I'd be like, give me a second. Like I need to really think this one through. And I'd be like, his friends. Like I wouldn't be anywhere close to the death of his mother, and that's why he wants to protect everybody. And the rain that was there when he was at the graveyard, it just really brings back all those memories. I would not even get close to that off the top of my head.
I mean, honestly, like the scene in the graveyard, it feels like an Ishin scene to me. That's the one that left the most impression on me.
Yeah, the scene that I always kind of remember from that is when Ishin first kind of made the nod that he realizes Koen is in Ichigo's body.
Yep.
That's always a scene that stood out to me where I'm like, oh, Ishin's cool. Like Ishin's a
He
baddie.
knows something.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought there was
Well, it was
something
like-
off about him.
It was like Ichigo, he's breaking down because he just failed to beat Grand Fisher, and he's like, "Don't you hate me, Dad? I'm the reason Mom's dead." And he goes, "Why would I hate you? You're the kid your mom gave her life to protect. I could never hate you."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Oh, that's weird."
At what
And
point?
Ichigo's dad is usually like kind of a goofy shithead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, he's like a
But-
real person.
The scenes where he's being like, kind of calm and he's either smoking a cigarette or out in the rain or
Yeah.
something like that. I'm like, Ishin's a badass.
Yeah.
At one point
And
did
then-
you guys realize you guys really liked Bleach? Because
Okay.
I think
question.
it was the
Good question.
Kenpachi fight.
Okay. I think first time I saw Jin Karya appear on screen, it really sold that battle for me. It's hard because I'm just trying to think back because I feel like it's so many of my memories I swap back and forth between the manga and the anime, so it's really hard. And I'm gonna go like this is like episode uno, number one, and that is when they literally played number one for the first time. I was like,
It's
that's
so
a
good.
fucking bop. Like I'm instantly in.
what hooked me was the trailer on Toonami.
Oh, okay.
With Ichigo talking about how he's a 15-year-old boy and he can see the souls of
The Toonami trailers were always
They
the
were
fucking
so
best.
on point.
For even any anime that's airing right now, they still do Toonami trailers. They're
Yes.
still the fucking best. They're so good.
I still have like a VHS with the trailer for Naruto, and I used to rewatch that over and over until it premiered.
And they're always like weirdly motivational. Like
Yeah.
the trailers, like they're really, really good.
But someone put that on their workout list.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I saw
Cool.
someone's TikTok and it was like, "This is on my workout playlist."
The TikTok edits for all the animes I've been watching recently have been so
They're so
fucking
fucking
good.
good.
There's some song, I don't know if I talked about this before, that goes like, love me, and they have it million edits to it. And a lot of them have been Masaki and Ishin.
Yep.
They're fucking good. They're really, really good. I'm loving them. A lot of them also are Frieren and
Yeah.
Himmel. A lot of them are
Frieren
that.
and Himmel.
So I don't know if everybody's just getting ready for season 2 to come out.
Oh,
but yeah.
it comes out in a month, right?
Hey, don't forget we're seeing Jujutsu Kaisen, by the way.
Oh,
on Wednesday.
Wednesday. Holy shit.
Yep.
I'm telling you, that season of Freeman is going to be really good.
Hell yeah.
All right, Pythes. After this, we'll read it.
No, don't spoil the anime for yourself. We'll just get there in time, like Freeman.
No.
There you go.
No.
True.
I don't have as much time as her.
And then I can be shitty to you every time you're like, yeah, this episode was great. I'm like, oh, you ain't seen nothing, Jose.
Next question. How do you tune or adjust those nuances about Ichigo? He says, regarding the Thousand Year Blood War arc, we even had the opportunity to speak directly with Kubo Sensei. He taught us a lot, which was really helpful because there are many things even we as the cast didn't know. He says, in Bleach, Kubo Sensei lays so many foreshadowing clues that some things only become clear later, things that we couldn't understand from the original manga. It says, it raises the overall clarity of the story by receiving it. There are times when I think, Kubo Sensei, I wish you would have told me a bit earlier.
Honestly, he sounds slightly annoyed at me.
Yeah, I could understand that.
Yep. And then he talks also about Mr. Sugo. He says has a wide range of experience as an actor, and when we're on set with him, he shares so many really interesting stories. Of course, there are also funny stories and stories about tough situations. It's very educational. He's a good person. I believe that's the voice actor Yuha Baha. So yeah, I think he's a little salty. He's like, because I think it just goes back to these earlier questions where he's like, yeah, Ichigo's really hard to understand. I try to do my best, and like it's about him wanting to save his friends and his mom. And then he's like, we actually got the to talk to the creator, which he's like fucking awesome. Like I've been voicing this guy forever, and then he's still like adding new stuff. He's not telling us all the things. Like I wish I would have known that earlier for Ichigo's character. I'd be a little salty, but in a loving way, not like fuck you, Kubo.
Mister.
Yeah.
I mean, part of it has to be like your actor professionalism, where you're like, I could have done so many performances better if you had just told me this fact about the character.
Yep.
Also, I imagine you have your opinion on how Ichigo would act, and you do it, and then you ask Kubo, and he goes, "Oh, that's not his motivation. He'd be thinking this instead." You go, dude, why?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like, cool. So glad to have you on set, Kubo. Thank you.
Glad to have you 20 years late.
Next question. Bleach is loved not only in Japan, but also overseas. Do you ever feel that personally? Morita says, I've been feeling Bleach's global popularity grow year by year. The moment I felt it the most was when I went to America 3 years ago. Because of COVID, big events hadn't been held for years, but finally there was a major event in North America. During the signing session, a huge man, probably over 2 meters and very muscular, came to me crying, saying, I've wanted to meet you for so long, while shaking my hand. With a trembling voice, he said, I grew up watching Bleach. That moment truly made me realize how beloved the series is around the world.
Dang, Sam, you got to mention.
Okay, yeah, that's me. 2 meters tall, muscular. Yeah, that's me. I actually think he is talking about Anime Expo because he's told this story before. We read this story in another interview.
I was thinking that, like, you've been there, right?
Yep.
You've seen it.
Yep.
Did you cry when you guys autograph?
No, I didn't cry. But if you go watch the Viz Media, I didn't get his autograph, by the way, because that was the time I was scammed and I didn't want to camp overnight.
That was pretty messed up.
If you watch the video from the Anime Expo panel when Morita went there, the Viz Media posted like a highlight reel. You'll see my bald ass sitting right in the front row, so you can see me. Yep.
Hard to miss.
Final question for Morita. It says, Morita-san, could you please tell us about any memories or particularly impressive moments you had while working on the 1,000-Year Blood War? And it says it's not about the story itself, but about the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. In the first episode of the first cour, I could truly feel everyone's excitement that Bleach had finally returned after so long. I was deeply moved that it could air on a regular TV time slot. In that first episode, the world of the living members all appeared together, and we got to say BANKAI again in the anime after so many years. It was all pure joy. Those who grew up watching Bleach as kids are now adults, saying things like, I've been waiting for this.
This is true.
So, yeah, cool. Really, really cool. And obviously, of course, if you remember the first episode of 1,000 Blood War, they all do like their grand entrances, saving the people from the hollows, and they all do their moves again.
Chad blowing up a building.
Yep. Causing indescribable damage.
Chad contributing to the homeless population.
Yeah. So, really cool. It is true that also comes off the back of like COVID, where like a lot of people weren't doing voice acting. They're doing voice acting from home. And they talked about it in another interview where like this is one of the first times they all got back together again, and they all got back into the studio doing it some more. So I'm sure it's like a return to form, and I bet it felt so good.
I think I remember an interview from like Byakuya's English voice actor who's like, I can't wait to get in the studio again after so long.
Yeah, totally.
That might have been when we got Michelle Ruff's signature.
Yeah.
You snuck in there. She was like, hey, I got you.
She is so cool.
Yeah, she was awesome.
Did you guys see she's been cosplaying recently?
Mhm.
Yeah, she's been cosplaying as Rukia.
Yeah, she had her Ruki outfit on when I went to Anime Pasadena.
Yeah, I'm happy for her. She just wants to be part of the squad.
Yeah. Okay.
Get her
Well,
on the podcast, Sam.
yeah, I'll work on it. Don't you worry. I'll work on it. So we have all of our questions done from Morita. Now let's go to Kubo and see his Klub Outside questions for the week. Now, I already saw a lot of people saying these questions are dog shit. So, let's
Were
just.
those people you?
Well, I try not to read them in full before I read them here. So let's just like whelm a little bit of the expectations, So the first question is about marriage.
Oh.
And it says, does marriage work like in modern Japan? Or is it like in the past where you have polygamy, concubines, and marry twice removed family members? So this guy is trying to set up some freak shit happening in this whole society. He's trying to see where the laws are, how many wives can he have? And Kubo just says yes, as in yes, it does work like marriage in modern Japan.
Because Kubo is not a freak, despite what his drawings would suggest.
Yep.
He just likes the boobies.
Mm-hmm.
Sure is.
Next question. Kisuke told Mayuri to leave the maggot's nest, but is there any official procedure in leaving? So, like, if you want to like take a prisoner out of the maggot's nest, or you want to clear them to come back, and Kubo says there is, but you should ask Kisuke. So Kubo's in incredible salty form today. I think the first question about marriage really pissed him off.
So, it was that, and his dog probably didn't sit properly for the picture he was going to take. So he's
course,
like, you know
of
what?
course, yeah.
Fuck you.
And then the last question is about our favorite character, Omaeda. So
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Omaeda is on the block this week, and they want to know, Omaeda is often seen eating fried rice crackers. Are they rich people crackers?
Rich people crackers.
So that's the question that we have pitched to Kubo, the author of Bleach. We could have asked him for anything. We're going to ask about what type of
Honestly, that is an interesting question. Come on. Would he eat the food of the common man?
So here we go. Kubo says, they're the cheapest cracker from a long-established shop. It's the only broke people food that Omaeda likes.
So occasionally even his rich palate will be like, nah, fuck this potato chips though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me that salty
This
stuff.
is the one thing. It's like, oh, okay, the brokes, they got this good.
They got this one
This is
good.
perfect. I saw one of the questions about Omaeda, and I was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. What a good back-to-back, by the way. Last week, Sasakibe was mentioned. This week,
that's
Omaeda. Dude, awesome.
Karia next week. Karia next week.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yep.
And then Charlotte.
A man can hope. Robert Accutrones. I'm going to give you a Robert
Oh.
Accutrone in there. Come on.
Kubo, what do you think of Robert Accuchon? And he says the lore is too deep to go into here.
What is like? Ask the question. Do you think Robert Accutrone and Rudeborn would be friends if they met? And he's just like,
One answer, no.
yeah, just moves on. No explanation about that. Thank you. It's like if you see Robert Accutrone is deeply racist against Hollows, so that is not going to happen.
But only Hollows. He actually marched with Martin Luther King Jr.
Damn.
Yeah. He draws the lines to Hollows, though. Okay, I have one Klub Outside question. This was actually from last week, and I forgot to cover it. He says, this week I had my first dubbing session in a while. It was a lot of fun, but it had been so long that my back ended up hurting. So I didn't take any photos. Here's a dorayaki from Kochuan that I got during the season. It's delicious, and it's just like a picture of food. So Kubo's back,
That sounds like food.
doing the dubbing, helping out, or is he maybe the one
Dubbing.
doing the dubbing?
Ooh.
Who would know?
Did the mixers explode because Kubo tried to do a job and is bad at it?
Yeah.
He threw out his back.
He was the one that put them all wonky, and it was game over. He's sending out as a Klub Outside gift. I think I mentioned wanting to buy it before. The dog from Burn the Witch. He's sending it as like a little cable biter.
Oh, I love
so you can like
those.
run a
Those are so
cable
cute.
through it. So he's sending
Yeah.
that as a gift for all the Klub Outside people.
Those are cute.
What is the dog's name? I forget.
Oshi?
I thought it was Osuchi, unless I'm thinking of
Osuchi.
something else. I think
I gotta reread
Oichi.
Burn the Witch. It's been a minute.
Well, I mean, you could just summon on the banner and
Yeah,
in
there
Bleach
you go.
Bracelets. Why
And
reread
he'll be
it
right
when you
there.
could just summon on the banner?
He's on both of the girls.
Yep. Yeah, he is on both
I
characters.
don't-
I see Jose's done his
That's the-
research into the Burn the Witch banner. Good man, Jose.
I looked at it and I was
That's-
like,
That's the thing, Sam.
Might
I don't
do
believe
it for Noel.
that they wear a Christmas sweater in the manga.
I mean, you're never gonna know unless you summon 150
That's
orbs on the
true.
banner.
That's true.
it's and actually, Pythes, there is a Christmas themed Burn the Witch event going on right now, so you can even
Oh,
read the
no.
Christmas themed event of Burn the Witch in Bleach Brave Souls.
Well, Sam, if you would like to, PayPal me some money to buy orbs, I'll think about it.
I won't be throwing my money in a pit like that, so that's unfortunate.
Not this time.
Alternatively, if we're just gonna go down the routes of things I'm not gonna be doing, Freaks Guild sent a series on Tubi. You guys know Tubi?
Yes.
It's the shitty streaming platform that's free and has like all like the independent films on it.
Uh-huh.
He wants us to watch a series on Tubi, and he asked if all 3 of the Bleach Boys will watch it. I'm gonna immediately say no from me, and I can see that he's watched already almost to the end. It has 4 seasons. It came out in 2023. It's called The Lesbian Homie. So, and the description, as provided by Freaks Guild, he gave me a photo. Says, after finally getting over his toxic relationship with a gay woman who broke his heart, Bruce finds himself in another pickle with a new partner. There you go.
I feel like if I wanted to see anything like that, X videos is free.
Well, I think this is actual story. You know, like you're gonna get.
And will take me a substantially shorter amount of time to get what I need out of it.
It's got 4 seasons though, Pythes. What are you gonna find that has 4 seasons?
Let's see, Umusume seasons 1, 2, 3, both of the OVAs, both seasons of Cinderella Grey, and the movie. Yep. I could just rewatch all that again.
You make a lot of good points.
Mm-hmm. So I watched the Japan Cup.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So that's the only international race, a horse race that Japan throws once a year. It was really, really good. It was also fucking hilarious.
Can I ask a really, really dumb question? And I'm asking this on behalf of the audience, of course. Were any of the Uma Musume horses participating in the race?
No, most of the cast of Uma Musume are dead or retired.
Okay, that's what I was not sure on, if any of them are still active, like
active horses,
active service horses, you know.
I believe if you are in the game, you are very retired.
Okay.
So usually a whole bunch of foreign horses show up to race. Only one of them did, and that's the one that ended up winning.
Damn,
that's upsetting. That's crazy.
I don't know how to pronounce his name. I think it's Callandagan or some shit. An Irish French horse.
Okay.
Won and set a world record.
What was it written in Gaelic? Because the way they write things is crazy.
Well, it is an Irish French horse. With American roots, so we're still in there.
Okay, go America.
But that's not the reason why it's funny. It's funny because a horse called Admire Terra threw her jockey off at the beginning of the race and finished in first place.
That is wild.
Just kept running and just won it and also set a record. But because you threw off your jockey, you get disqualified.
Had to shed some weight.
Because they statistically will run faster without the jockey on it, right? Like.
Yeah, you lose about 15 kg worth of pounds once you shed your jockey.
Aren't jockeys like only 150 pounds?
I meant 50 kilograms, sorry. But that's not even the other funny part. The funny part is that the same jockey that rode Admire Terra is the jockey that got thrown off by another famous horse in another famous race like 3 years ago.
Redemption.
Who also kept running.
That's good. That's good.
And then immediately, fucking after the race, the second place horse crashed into another horse and everyone's fine, but their jockeys also went onto the ground. So 3 horse riders just ate shit in like 28 seconds.
Damn.
Amazing. I was really happy. I should have bet on the race because I was going for the Irish horse.
Damn.
Could have been a winner.
Didn't do it.
Don't let the regrets drive you to madness.
I am now. I stayed up till 2 a.m. to watch it, by the way, because Japan time.
Yeah, Jesus.
So my next race is going to be December 28th, the Aria McKinnon, which is the fan popularity race.
Okay.
That'll be fun. I'm very excited. I love Uma Musume. It made me watch horse racing now.
Well, now that we got that in there, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Bleach Boys.
We're gonna have to thank our patrons.
Oh, good man. Good man.
Thank you.
Here we go. Before we go, we would never leave without saying goodbye to our patrons. Did you guys know we have a Patreon? You probably didn't because I didn't mention it. But you guys can check out all kinds of extra content on the Patreon for as little as $5 extra a month. We have extra Bleach Boys every single week that goes up there. And if you want to give a little bit more, you can get yourself featured here on the screen. Or you can get yourself featured by us, reading it out aloud. So here we go. Starting from Veronica Bermudez, then Pick Rick, Sam's bald head is the one who will pierce the heavens. Batman of the Gote 13, Sarah Berry, Aether Paradox, Head Captain About, Chilsey, also Chad's Abuelo, Braxton, Tribble Rule, Divine Departure, The Rock to Your Stone Cold. So shout out to all of our captains.
The Rock to Your Stone
And then
Cold.
with that, thank you guys so much for watching. And to those captains and Patreon supporters, we will see you guys in just a little bit over on the other site for some more Bleach Boys discussion. We have some Discord questions we're going to go over, and then maybe I'll talk more Bleach Soul Resonance. Who knows?
Ooh.
There's more to talk about
Who
always.
knows?
All right. Goodbye, everybody.